Hi Virgo, welcome to your unexpected reading for March 12th through March 26th. Everything you need to know about this reading, is in the description box below. Alright, Virgo. Four of Pentacles. Okay, somebody's in self-preservation mode. There could also be an issue of control in the relationship. Alright, we've got the High Priestess. The Hierophant. This could be Pisces or Cancer. This could be Taurus. The Emperor could be Aries. Hanged Man. Oh my goodness. Oh, Virgo. Pisces. Hanged Man, Pisces. It could be Temperance here. Sagittarius. Aries. Oh, good gracious. This, do you see? All 6 of these are major arcana, Virgo. Okay. This is heavy duty. Well, that fits. Queen of Swords. Somebody's not messing around. Alright. Firmly in control or in self-preservation mode. There's the issue of marriage or committed connection, or could this be the stifling union of 2 people that have done the same thing that they've always done, and that this is feeling like it's just an oppressive, controlling relationship. This is something that is stable, solid, and secure because it relies on the past to propel it forward. So we do things the way we've always done here. That can be very stifling and used as a guise to control in other instances. So what's this Hierophant about? It could be Taurus. What's this Hierophant about? So we're talking about the give and take in a marriage, dealing with reciprocity and things being balanced in a marriage. What's this Queen of Swords about? Or a committed connection. What's this Queen of Swords about? So doing things the way we've always been doing them, everybody in their roles, or do we do what feels right or what is right for who we are in the relationship? What's this Queen of Swords about? Okay, we're talking about a marriage. We got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here, and this is quite possibly a clash of the Titans. 2 people matching equal intensity. This could be Gemini, this could be Libra. Doesn't have to be, but it's 2 people that are very cerebral. The Queen is pretty organized, quick thinking, very perceptive. Cuts like a knife, can be petty and controlling. It is known as the bitch card, so that's the downside of it. Sometimes some would argue there is no downside to being called a bitch. Alright. This could be just somebody that's very clear-headed and decisive and organized. Same with the King. Values truth over all else. Very powerful, very much the authority in their field. Could be an insufferable know-it-all. Downside of that could also be very controlling and tyrannical. This could be 2 people having a war of words, not communicating, cutting things off, being very resolute about things. Maybe this is very simply about having a conversation about balance in a relationship. It could be that, but it's never that simple, is it? Alright, Virgo. What's this Emperor about? 10 of Pentacles. What's this What's this Pisces about? No. What's this Hangman about? Sometimes this is worse than the Tower card or the Death card. Yeesh. 10 of Swords. Okay, ouch. All right. So it looks like there's been, you know, this could be you're battling over the division of assets in a home or in a relationship that is finished, and that's what this is the courts. An emperor could be someone that counsels. They're considered wise counsel. They also deal with control and stability. Much like this right here, they represent the structures that ground us and propel us forward or continue us, so to speak. Things like, banks, churches, schools, institutions that have been around for quite some time that we have come to rely on in recent times. Also, this could be somebody that you see as a father figure or that you trust as a confidant. This could be somebody that's an expert in their field, much like the King of Swords is, that guides you on how to proceed forward, whether it's a counselor, therapist, doctor, surgeon, lawyer, judge, that sort of thing. The King of Swords can be that also. So, it looks like this is a marriage that's in crisis or a relationship that's in crisis because there is not reciprocity, give and take, balance, or you're adhering to traditions and customs that don't suit either you, the relationship, or the times that we live in. There needs to be adjustments made, and maybe somebody's not willing to make those adjustments. And it's all about the security and the longevity of this marriage. And things are probably, if they're not already, they're probably heading for limbo because there's just been something that someone cannot forgive. There's some kind of betrayal that someone can't get over or get past. And this could be an attempt to go see a counselor to try and work things out, or to consult an attorney or a judge, somebody in the legal field, to figure out what to do about the stuff, the longevity. Is it worth it? Pros and cons of separating, divorcing, how are we going to divvy up assets, things like that. And somehow, some way, it ends up being, I think this is the unexpected part here, that it ends up being like, well, we're not going to do anything. I'm not moving forward and doing anything because of this betrayal that I feel. And it's to the point now where we need to have somebody get in here and mediate this, because all this could be bickering right here. This could be just given as good as you get, matching the intensity, the behavior, the vitriol, the whatever, the agenda, everything. And wow, so we've got two cards about pulling back and letting go. We've got the Hangman. This might be frustration that until one side gives in, the other side's not going to move forward. Like you don't have any control over a situation, but you're affected by it. So there could be some torture and frustration here over this, the relationship either being in crisis or things having ended. Surprisingly so, a betrayal. There's no coming back from this. So because of that, maybe this is the silent treatment on both sides, and that's why there's somebody that needs to come intervene. Could be that. You, Virgo, need to pull back. You need to not engage. What is this Temperance about? This is Temperance about. You need to be in a state of reflection, of meditation. Things are not as bad as they seem. It might seem like they are, but they are not. You might be stuck on a certain opinion or emotion, and that's completely expected and normal. Don't try to change it. Don't beat yourself up. Your job is to sit there and think and pull back and, dare I say, heal. It's going to take some time, though. but this is about restoring balance and attempting to practice compassion with yourself. I don't know that as much as you can, I don't think this situation deserves any more of your attention right now, especially since we've got issues of balance and fairness and equality in this relationship. Both of these people can be quite tyrannical and bitchy and mean and narcissistically abusive, so the energies are matched here. That's probably why someone needed to come in to sort things out, to sort this out. And there's going to be a stalemate reached because it seems, at least for now, that things are just going to move forward because this is going to be too present in the conversation. This betrayal, this act of just unforgivable behavior. And your advice, your job, what you need to do is to pull back and concentrate on your own healing and self-care and well-being. What's this High Priestess about? This could be Pisces or Cancer right here. What's this High Priestess about? Virgo, I'm so sorry. This is like... What's this about? Yeah, someone being a... Okay. Things being cut out, cut off, someone using cruelty with words and moving on. And being like, you know what, there's nothing left for me here. I'm completely removed emotionally. I'm going to rely on my friends for safe passage. I might even pay somebody to get me where I need to be safe. That could be this person right here. Or this situation right here. This is about safe passage. Someone hire somebody to help move them, get them out of there. Same thing right here. You have to hire someone to be in a position to sort this out for you because there's going to be no headway with you two trying to deal with it with each other because this is going to be paramount. This Ten of Swords here. I am sorry, Virgo. I could see why you're this and you need to stay there. Do not re-engage. It's not worth it. Virgo. Virgo. Jeez Louise. Okay. Alright, so you're here, you're by yourself, you're pulling back in contemplative or contemplative meditation, thinking things over, healing, not beating yourself up, practicing compassion, all of that. Awesome. Don't fall down the rabbit hole. Don't start to believe. One of the things when someone tries to convince you that you're something you're not, you rebel and for safety and shelter, you completely recluse yourself. And it's an attempt to balance the abuse, to balance the deficit, the void, all of that. No, it's not true, but I have no way of proving that to you because you won't listen because you're cruel. But I need to know that I'm not that. And so we recluse ourselves when we start to kind of make our own little world and we fall down a rabbit hole, all that stuff. No, no, no. This is uncontrolled isolation and you start to believe the only your version of events. I get it that it's a protective measure against this kind of onslaught, but you need to balance that with people who can provide you supportive feedback, who are kind, and who will uplift and support. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to be by yourself and recluse yourself. And I'm not above paying someone to be kind to me for an hour. If that's what therapy, if that's what you need to do because you don't have supportive friends or family, well, that's kind of, supportive friends. Not having supportive friends, why would they be called friends? There are not people in support of you or that you feel like you pay somebody because you need the counterbalance. Otherwise, you're going to fall down a rabbit hole here. This warns against starting to become unhinged because of uncontrolled isolation. So Get you people you can trust around you that are supportive and kind, because you're going to need the counterbalance. Alright, what else for Virgo? Oh, Virgo, I'm so sorry. This is definitely life-changing. I mean, we got all these major arcana, and then this and this. Eesh. Oh, poor thing. In this contemplation, I get this contemplation, I get the healing. I know this makes me worried, but this is about deciding how to move forward, and I think that's what this is about here too, with the safe passage involving friends, keeping you on track, moving forward to a healthier place mentally, not uncontrolled isolation. Just saying, you've got more than one choice moving forward. You will know what that is because it's your this is general and it's your personal situation, but this is not the be it end all. You probably already know that, but there's going to be at least two pivotal choices moving forward. At least two. Home, relationship, where you're gonna live, job. This is not. It's not just this that's ending. I feel like because you have to move, there's gonna be other things that are gonna come into play, and you might even find yourself not even in the same career path that you were while you were with this situation. At least two. You're not done. You're not done with the overhaul, because there's going to be two more pivotal great changes, but they're going to happen quickly. It's going to be by the mid April. So what is it? Okay, about another month. There's going to be two more major overhauls. I shouldn't say overhauls. Decisions that are going to alter the trajectory for the good. But it's like you've got, this is pivotal and life changing, right? And there's going to be two more, probably career and home. Probably career and home. You're going to shift gears on both. It might even have to do with this, with pulling back and realizing that, we just can't make any headway because you're deadlocked, right? Deadlocked. So all of a sudden you're like, well, I'm gonna quit this and do this, and I'm moving house, and I'm gonna. So whatever this is begets at least two more pivotal changes opening up for you. Okay, so I did those two. All right. What else for Virgo? Virgo. Metamorphosis, crossroads, yep. Grief. Oh, well, shit. Okay, I'm sorry. You're going through it right now. Pardon my language. This is just not fun. And that's what it is right now. Things are in definite transition and change. Transition and change here. Moving. Sometimes forward, sometimes backwards. Being at the crossroad. Lots of decisions to make. Pathways opening up. All while you're moving through grief. Virgo, I am sorry. Virgo. Not the need, but this would speak to a long trusted friend and advisor that's stable and secure, that's what you need to align yourself with. For some of you, this could be, okay, just saying, this is about someone loyal, trustworthy, and compassionate, and someone that you, it's like they're a long-standing best friend to where you can just come down and sit next to them and they know exactly how you feel. There don't need to be any words exchanged, that sort of thing. And that evolving into a long-standing committed relationship or friendship. Perhaps that is something that was a factor in things ending. That was the final straw, that there was a long-standing affair that you found out about. This could be somebody that's been a long-standing friend for you, that while you're transitioning, it evolves into a relationship. So, a couple of scenarios there, but both of these are cards about stability and compassion, fairness, and commitment. So, and being stable and solid and secure. So, out of all this, it's like, okay, so there's that, but as far as what role this plays, whether this is waiting for you or this might have been a reason for the breakup, obviously depends on your personal situation. But I wish you safe passage with this, Virgo. I'm so sorry. I hope you're through the worst of it by the time you see this. Please stay connected to your friends and family so that you don't start believing all the negative, or that you're not too hard on yourself, okay? All right, you take care.